Patrick Everson, who's a senior writer for Covers, which is a company which has several lines of business, but the one that's most pertinent to this show is it is an affiliate. And Patrick, would you tell our largely American audience that has a vague idea what an affiliate is, tell us what it is.
Well, it's a conduit, for lack of a better term, to generate an audience for some of the sports books, especially the new sports books that are entering the market now as sports betting expands in the United States. It's a conduit to get people who are interested in sports betting to the sports books. So we have relationships just developed over the last 10 to 12 months as PASPA was repealed and sports betting expanded right here to New Jersey, where we are for the SBC conference. We have relationships with several of the New Jersey entities, FanDuel, DraftKings, PointsBet, etc., whereby we have content on our site and links on our site that help. We try to present information, editorial content that is informative to our readers, but also helps them take action with that content. And it will then link to our affiliates, to DraftKings, to PointsBet, to FanDuel, and provided, of course, they're within the state of New Jersey and making a legal regulated bet in a legal regulated environment, then they can take action on the information that we provide. And it's a revenue stream for Covers, but it's also very important to the sports books as well, because Covers has been in this niche, in the sports betting content niche, for 25 years. So we've got a very broad base of potential sportsbook consumers, sports bettors, that we can help deliver to them.
So what's your competitive advantage?
I think in that space,
right,
I think our competitive advantage is really, again, the 25 years we've been in this. We've got somewhere in the neighborhood of 250,000 unique users. They're coming to Covers because they are interested in sports betting content, sports betting information, and we've got an archive that's, as I was discussing with one of your coworkers off camera here, that's a mile wide and a mile deep. We've got a tremendous amount of information that we can provide to our customers, and they take that information and try to make informed decisions as they then move along to our affiliates and take action with that info.
And what do you hope to accomplish here at Betting on Sports America?
Well, a couple things. Obviously, while we have a very large, relatively speaking, community that comes to Covers every day, a lot of people are only becoming familiar with Covers, have only become familiar with Covers over the last 10 to 12 months since PASPA repealed and sports betting was expanded. I mean, it was only, I live in Las Vegas, and as we all know, sports betting in the United States was really the only large legal market in the United States. So a lot of people weren't familiar with us. So we're trying to get our brand out there some more, obviously, doing some business-to-business work as well, because we have a great deal of content that we think there are a lot of people who would like to operate in this space now that it's expanding, and we feel like we have a lot of content we can help offer them, whether it's white label work or partnerships or so forth. So we're working on those things, and again, trying to get our name out there, and we're moderating a couple of panels as well to that extent.
So what you do as an affiliate is you have ways to collect people, website being one of them, and then direct them to the companies with whom you are affiliated, the operators with whom you're.
Yes, sir.
And is it a commission model? Is it what's the business model?
I think it's more of a commission model. It's a per customer. As these new sports books coming online in New Jersey, especially right now, it's a model where you deliver a customer to them, and then there's a percentage based on the customer. So. It's a per customer thing. So every customer we can help deliver to them obviously is great for them, especially if they can retain that customer. And generally speaking, we're sending in customers that they will retain, right, because these are people who are very interested in sports betting and want a way to do it in this new legal regulated space.
One of the things that I think a lot of American companies don't understand is the cost of customer acquisition.
Exactly.
I think we saw a case here maybe with Churchill Downs earlier when they had a social gaming company and the revenues were growing, and then later on it sort of caught up with them on the cost of acquisition. Can you speak a little bit about that cost and how an operator can manage it and get the most productive return?
Right, it's actually been brought up here at the conference over the last couple of days, and it is pricey. I think I heard a figure thrown out of, I heard $400, $500, even as much as $700 in customer acquisition. And there are a lot of things that a lot of the sports books are doing, in the way of bonuses and benefits and so forth, and even in some cases refunds and stuff to kind of help retain those customers. What I would hope is that that's a cost. I feel like that's a cost that's probably going to need to be managed a little better, probably going to need to come down, but I think it will as the sports betting space evolves here in the United States. As you said, a lot of people aren't familiar with it. It's new to a lot of people, so they're going to need to be enticed early on to explore the space and learn a little bit more about it. And so my hope, and I'm sure it's the hope of the sports books as well, is that retention cost, while high at the beginning, is something that's an investment you've got to make at the beginning to get the ball rolling, and then hopefully those costs come down as more and more customers flow into the space. And really, as the customers that you bring in at those high rates start saying, oh, well, this is really good, this site's really good, this sportsbook's really good, and the word of mouth gets around, and hopefully then the referral costs come down. They don't have to offer too many enticements, so they can manage those numbers.
Anything else folks should know about the affiliate business?
Well, I would just say that I think the way that Covers approaches it, we're not trying to really sell you we're not doing a hard sell on any of this. But I think the way Covers does it, with our editorial content tied into it, trying to give you good information, entertaining information that's actionable, and then take you to a place where you can then take that action. I think it's a good way to get on board, and it's a great way to be incentivized to get on board. You can get some, through the affiliate model, a lot of these sportsbooks are offering some really good incentives to get into the sports betting space and get a feel for it, and get a little more bang for your buck, if you will, as the consumer.
Patrick, thank you.
Absolutely, Frank, thank you.